How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to this channel. This is going to be my first video on this, and if you recognize me, it's because you probably have seen my World of Warcraft videos, but this is going to be my first video on my card game channel. I primarily play Magic the Gathering, but I do dabble in other card games. However, one thing that stays constant regardless of the card game is that my favorite IP is Avatar: The Last Airbender. So, I got my hands on this box. This is the Commander's Bundle, so primarily for Commander players, if not, specifically for Commander players, but there's a lot to be desired in this box that we're going to be opening today, so I'm very excited to open it. Number one, we get 9 packs, so can't complain about that. Regardless, we're going to be cracking those and having fun with those. There is also going to be one collector booster, so that's very exciting. On top of that, there's a bunch of promos. There's a cool box, a very cool Appa box, some nice lands, a nice little life counter, so I am excited to crack this open. It's honestly so beautiful that I don't really want to open it, honestly. So I'm going to try to preserve the box. As you can hear, there is some rattling of the dice, but I'm going to try to preserve the box, but I don't really mind breaking this sticky. Also, there actually is this little pull tab here, which they've decorated with the Avatar tattoos, which is actually very cool. Ooh, love that sound. Okay, so we are in. We didn't do too much structural damage, so I might be able to kind of preserve that, hang it up, and maybe in these little racks or something, post it up there. But I am mostly excited about this box. Weirdly enough, this box is sick. This one's cool and all, but I'm mostly excited about this one, dude. Look at this Appa box, man. This looks so nice. Can store so many deck boxes in here, so very excited for that. Also, like I said, my favorite IP in all of the game is Avatar. There's this cute little art thing. It's not really worth pinning up, I guess. It's just a piece of paper, but it's cool. But Avatar is my favorite IP, so just excited to get in here. And I kind of did something that I haven't done in a few years. I'm sure a lot of you guys can probably relate, but Magic has been going so quick lately. For those that play Magic, you probably know what I mean when I say that there are just so many sets that you can't even keep up. So I heard that there was going to be an Avatar set. I was like, one, I know I'm going to come back for this, so I went to my first pre-release last night in like 5 years probably. And two, I'm not going to look at any of the cards. I don't know what the chase cards are. I kind of have an idea after the pre-release, just from hearing what people were excited about pulling. Also, this is awesome. Secret Tunnel. Wait, is that guy? No, that's the Two Lovers Born. Yeah, dude, I am just super excited for this box, like all the art. Momo, oh, I want a Momo. Okay, so yeah, one thing about me that you're probably going to see, hopefully, is that I'm going to be very excited just to pull my favorite characters. And if we get a card that's pretty good looking, I'll probably be able to sniff it out, But for the most part, yeah, I'm just going to be excited regardless of what we pull. As you see here, this is a promo pack. There are some set cards in here, like everyone gets an Arcane Signet, for example. However, there's some that you can kind of like chance. There's a few in there. So we are going to open the collector booster and this little, I'm going to call it the promo pack, but really this is just a set list of Commander staple cards. So we're going to open these two last, but let's go ahead and crack open. Well, also we get this pack of all foil lands, and since I live in the south of the U.S., I can already see some curling. Shame on you, Wizards. But, dude, this is awesome. You see, I guess, I don't know which camera to show. I'm not used to having 2 cameras set up, but you see Appa flying over the Earth Kingdom. Oh, it's beautiful. That is absolutely stunning. Makes the Avatar fan in me just so happy. Yeah, and if you guys can't tell, such a big fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender that I decided now is the time to launch this channel that I have been kind of concepting for a long time. So, as you see this video, it's probably going to be the only video, unless you're watching in the future. Probably going to be the only video on this channel. However, I do have plans to kind of make deck techs because I do a lot of competitive Magic and a lot of really creative ideas with pack openings. So what we're going to do is we're going to take do the whole Pokemon thing, take the first couple cards and slot them to the back. That way the rare is in the back. Yeah, you see here that we start with the Twin Blades, Long Fang, screw that guy. Enter the Avatar state. Yip. Very cool. Deadly Precision, Iguana Pair. Dude, this thing won me some games in that pre-release. Airbending Lesson, very cool. Abandoned Attachments, you don't need to discard to cast this, and that actually won me a game, procced my Sokka in the pre-release. Okay, it looks like we're coming up on the rare here. Soon we got the Sabertooth Moose Lion. This thing is a beast in limited. Rough Rhino Cavalry. Okay, we got the spicy cards here. So it looks like about 4 or 5 cards is the number to tuck behind. Got an ally token. We'll be needing that. That is very good this season. This set. Dude, the foil island. Love that. Gonna kind of, I guess, set that aside. I guess we can move these packs out of the way so that way we can do what everyone else does when they open these packs, kind of sort the stuff. So we have our packs over there. This is going to be the kind of stuff that I don't really care about. This will be the stuff that I kind of do care about. And then we'll have the stuff that we really care about over there. So we also got the Buzzard Wasp Colony. Screw those guys. Okay, our first rare is May. Dude, May is such a baller, and look at that, those knives coming out. That is so sick. Okay, 2 mana, 2/2, first strike. When a player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. Wow. Aggro, it's an ally. Also, the Boulder. We got the Boulder in the first pack. So already, this is going in the stuff I kind of care about, and May is going in the rare kind of stuff I care about pile. So huge, probably playable to some extent. It's a human. That's important. It's an ally. That's going to be very important in standard, and it's very, very aggressive. If not like a sideboard maybe card, if like an ally aggro deck becomes a thing in standard, that could be pretty cool. But regardless, one of the coolest characters in the whole show. So super stoked on that. We got pack number 2. Let's go ahead and slot the first few cards. We've got a Food and Monk token. Very cool. Just take a little handful of cards there. And we start here, Shared Roots. I'm glad that I at least got one of these because this is a commander staple. 2 mana. It's a sorcery. It is a lesson, so if your playgroup allows you to play lessons and to learn and stuff, you can search your library for a basic land card, put it on play or into play tapped. Super good. Most green decks, if not all of them, are going to be playing that. I'm going to put that in the kind of excited to get that pile. Ozai's Cruelty, 2 damage to target player. That player also discards 2 cards. Very cool. Geyser Leaper, very cool. Dude, that art is sick. Love that art. We also got Dai Li Indoctrination, very scary card. Octopus Form, oh man, dude, look at Katara in that art. That is so sick, dude. I'm just so happy with this. The Rabaru Troop, love to see it. The Raucous Audience, How to Start a Riot, oh man. Rumble Arena, dude, everyone was playing this in the limited last night. But honestly, not too excited about any of that stuff yet. But we got our Food and, what did I say, Food and Monk, double-sided. We got a full Art Plains. I'll put that in the kind of excited pile. We also got a foil Fire Nation Attacks. Create 2 soldiers with Firebending 1. Dude, Firebending is kind of goated. Like, kind of an awesome mechanic. Lets you get so many extra activations. Okay, we got Azula. Azula, I'm not really excited for that, but dude, Azula is sick. Okay, so it's a Grixis card, kind of. Blue-black, but Firebends for red if you need red mana. Kind of reminiscent of like the Scarab Lord, so kind of cool, but just doesn't have that like ability to come back and be a nuisance. So when it enters, target opponent exiles a non-token creature they control, then they exile a non-land card from their graveyard. During your turn, you may cast cards exiled with Azula, and you may cast them as though they had flash. Also, mana of any type, including that Firebent mana, can be spent to cast those spells. Love the flavor on this card. She's a baller. It looks like we got another rare, and that is Toph, dude. We got Toph versus Azula here. We also got Hama, okay. But we got Toph. Okay, when she enters, you discard a card. If you do, you can return an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever you cast a spell, that's any spell, a creature, anything, you earthbend 1. If that spell's a lesson, though, you put in an additional counter, so you basically earthbend 2. So very exciting. I'm happy to get these characters. I don't even care what the cards do. That is why I'm so excited to open this pack. I'm just having so much fun, and I will say, and I just now realized that I didn't have my camera on, so hello guys, this is the face cam. But now from this point onward in the video, we're gonna have 2 cameras up. That's why I was referring to 2 cameras. But I've been literally talking to this camera, it just wasn't recording, but here we are. But not just myself, who is a huge Avatar fan, but like everyone at the pre-release was saying that they just absolutely loved this set and had so much fun playing in it. So yeah, dude, this set is one of the most fun, at least limited sets in a long time. And I think any set that kind of gives ally support is going to be a fun set in Standard if allies can kind of finally break through. I feel like Wizards is just so scared to make allies a thing in Standard. Okay, we got the Boomerang Basics. Just bounce something. It is a sorcery. I was really excited when I pulled this card in Limited because it's like fine kind of tempo removal, but it's a sorcery, so I couldn't really get use out of it. Solstice Revelations. We got Haru, the Hidden Talent. Very cool. Sold Out. Good removal. It'll quench ya. It sure will. Razor Rings. Very good removal. Rebellious Captives, Borcupine, nothing like other than limited cards in this pack so far. Platypus Bear, Rocky Rebuke. Ooh, I see some pretty foils. Rocky Rebuke is a cool card. Very good removal there too. That was a very removal heavy pack. I'm going to put this card in the kind of excited stack. We got a foil Golgari Land. We also got Sandbender Storm. Very good limited card. And Avatar's Wrath. Okay, I don't know this card yet. 4 mana, it's a white sorcery. Choose up to 1 target creature. Then airbend all other creatures. Very cool. Until your next turn, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. Man, this looks like a very toxic commander card. I like it. Right in my wheelhouse. Then we got Destined Confrontation. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control with total power 4 or less, then sacrifices all other creatures they control. That's actually a very good card too. So that pack, honestly, no clue what it's worth. I guess I'll be tallying like the cost and stuff or the price of cards that we get as we go on the screen somewhere, hopefully. I remember to do that. This is my first video doing anything like this, so I appreciate you guys just watching. Even if this video gets like 2 views, you know, I'm doing something that I love, opening a set that I love, of a show that I love, and I don't know, just hopefully you guys are enjoying it and you're excited to get to those fun packs. We got the Fire Sages, Energy Bending, very cool card. Bender's Water Skin, this is going to be a really good commander card. Swamp Snare Trap, okay, good removal. Watery Grasp. Avatar Enthusiast, love it. I love the art on these cards, man. Just brings you back to good times. Fire Nation Raider, Walltop Sentries, Cunning Maneuver. We got the Ally Token. We also got an Island. We got Invasion Reinforcements, Flash. When it enters, create another ally. 2 allies with Flash for the price of 2 mana. That is actually a very good card, and I got it foil. Oh, we got Mei and we got Ty Lee. Okay, what does Ty Lee do? Dude, Ty Lee is one of the best characters in the whole show. Ty Lee Chi blocker. I love it. We got Flash. Okay, it is an ally, by the way. Human and an ally. Flash Prowess. Very good so far. When Ty Lee enters, tap up to 1 target creature. It doesn't untap as long as, during its controller's untap for as long as you control Ty Lee. So basically just locks down a creature, ices it down while she's there. With Flash, you can't hate it. It does kind of make it weird. Do you want to flash before they attack so you can tap the blocker, but then they gain the knowledge of what's on the field? Or do you want to flash after so you have that surprise blocker? I don't know. I guess it kind of gives you both opportunities. Also, we got the uncommon when Low and Lead Twin Tutors. Noble creatures you control and lesson spells you control have lifelink. Very cool. We also got Invasion Submersible. Okay, so Ty Lee goes in the fun stuff pile. Honestly, the rest of this so far goes in the not as fun, but still kind of fun stuff pile. Can't complain. Let's go on to pack 5, I believe. So far, I don't recognize any of these cards as being like the big bombs that you want to hit, you know, price-wise. But like I said, coming into this, I could literally pull nothing price-wise and be a happy camper. That's how happy I am with at least the set. Whether this product, I'll kind of, I guess, give my overview at the end. Ooh, Boomy, King of 3 Trials. That's fun. And Azula. Pretty fun, uncommon so far. And the Cave of 2 Lovers. 2 Lovers. We got Azula Always Lies. Love this card, man. Love this card. Very good limited. Forecasting Fortune Teller just comes in, makes a clue. Very nice. Turtle Duck, apparently this was like some people's MVP of the whole sealed season, or whole sealed tournament last night. Got a food and a dragon token. Forest, Foil Borcupine, okay. And the Agna Kella. I still don't know how to say this, but this land, it basically loots for you. Pay 3 mana, draw a card, then discard a card. It also enters tapped unless you control a basic land. So, you know, just a good tap land at the start, can loot later on. It actually won me some games. I did get that in my sealed. Very good. Also, we got Suki. I love Suki. Gonna put that in the kind of exciting pile. I already have a foil Boomy that I got during the sealed last night, so that all goes in the kind of just like commons pile, basically. Next pack, we got 3 more basic packs after this one, so got 4 packs left, and then we got the collector and the fun stuff, the commander packs. Okay, let's go. Let's just rip them. Show you what the packs are like. We got Ally and Clue. That's actually a really good token. We got North Pole Gates, Blue-White Land, a foil platypus bear. Ooh, the Fire Nation drill. Someone stomped me with this card. I just could not remove it. It's a vehicle 6/3 trample, and it comes in and destroys something and can remove hexproof and indestructible. So very good card for any format. Ooh, an Allied Pumper. Okay. But then other than that, ooh, Zuko's very good, Firebending 3, and you can also kind of loot from the top of your deck if you need to. But other than that, nothing too exciting. I'm going to try to speed it up through these commas, Messenger Hawk, as we kind of work our way to the exciting stuff. The exciting stuff being that collector booster, man. It is just staring me in the face. Can you guys see it? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay. Next up, we got... What is it? Okay, we got another, like, token card. I like these. Is it double-sided? Oh, they should have made these double-sided. That'd be pretty sick. We got the Is It Land? Ooh, a foil Zuko's Exile. I guess if your command group lets you play this in your sideboard or lets you have a sideboard, that's fine to have, I guess. Ooh, Earth King's Lieutenant. It's Selesnya mana cost. Trample. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on each other ally you control. Dang, dude, I might build standard allies. I got Iroh and the 2-drop that, like, when something enters, you gain life or draw a card. I got a really good ally synergy in Last Night's Sealed. So this pumps your future allies, or whenever another ally enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. So this is kind of like, what's that 1-drop human? Or the 2-drop human, the Thalu's Lieutenant for allies. Very cool. With Trample, too, so it scales up and gets better. Oh, hold on. That goes in the exciting pile, actually. And then also we get Momo. Momo, my boy. Momo, Playful Pet. A 1-mana, 1/1 Flying Vigilance. Oh, I wonder how many people are going to play this in Commander as their commander. So Flying Vigilance, when this leaves the battlefield, choose one. Create a food. Put a counter on target creature you control, or scry one. Very cool. This is also an ally, so that is going to be very fun to play with. I'll put that in the kind of exciting... Actually, you know what? It's Momo. I'm excited. We also got True Ancestry, War Balloon, very cool card. Waterbending Scroll, costs 1 less to cast for each ally. Okay. Another Zuko's Exile. Canyon Crawler, just a big dummy. Waterbender card, Jong's Deserters. This card's crazy. Firebending 1, so when you attack, you just get a mana, but you can kind of use it as a permanent mana sink to just ping your allies dead, put them on a clock, even if they stall the board. Also a 1-mana Firebender, very cool. 2 more basic packs left. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. So far, dude, I am just like... I am in awe that I've been kind of down on all the universes beyond, but then once they announced Avatar, I kind of had to just shut up about all the other ones. I'm like, okay, look, I guess how excited I am about Avatar getting a set, I guess other people are equally excited about, like, I don't know, Doctor Who and SpongeBob. Okay, we got a copy and a spirit token. We got a full art forest, kind of excited about that. Earth Rumble Wrestlers, awesome. Okay. Foil Earth Rumble Wrestlers. Ooh, the Wall of Bossing Say. Other permanents you control have indestructible. It's a 0/30 defender. It is an artifact. It is a wall. It is 8 mana, but it has 30 toughness, dude. I wonder if you can do some fun stuff with this. Also, someone in the sealed was like begging everyone to see, like, did anyone pull the Wall of Bossing Say? I have a wall deck, so I'm gonna try to hunt them down and trade that to them. Ooh, this was very cool. Foggy Swap Spirit Keeper. I feel like this card's crazy and limited. Just 2/4 lifelink for 3, and it also can pump out some spirits. So kind of excited about that. Earth Kingdom's General. We got Invasion Reinforcements. Combustion Man. I love this guy in the show. Zuko's Exile. Sold Out Lost Days. Another Ravaroo Troop. Origin of Metal Bending. Very cool card. Just a good lesson, and it's an instant, which is crazy. Lightning Strike, the new art. I love it. Has Azula on it. And Pillar Launch. Give something reach, untap it. Kind of like that typical combat trick that green has, just to kind of catch a flyer, catch your opponent off guard. Okay. Our final basic pack of this box so far. Pretty happy with the product. I guess I'll go ahead and flash on screen how much I paid for it. And you know, you guys can kind of be keeping track of what we pull. We have no idea if it's worth getting until we open up that collector booster. That is a lot of the value, though, is in that collector booster, and you can luck out and get some good, some of the good random commander cards from this like Arcane Signet pack. We've got an ally, and what was that? Ally and Clue token. Very good. I love the double-sided tokens. We got the red-black land. How to Start a Riot in foil this time. Ba Sing Se. Oh man, love this card. I wonder if like modern Titan decks are going to start playing one of these because it does enter tapped, but it's also like a way that if you kind of like, you know, dump a bunch of lands on the board, you can kind of slowly start to just pump out some creatures, get more landfall triggers once they die and stuff. So very cool. We also got Katara. I love Katara. So very cool about that. Bitter Work. June. I know this card's kind of crazy. Also, it's a really cool character. Wish she got more like airtime. Appa. We got Appa. It is the uncommon Appa, but I am stoked about that. I'm collecting all the characters, man. Super excited about this set. Ooh, this card's kind of like amazing. I had this in my little Jeskai Ally deck and sealed. Kind of one of the reasons why I won a lot of games, but I did go undefeated. I got Sokka, I got Iroh, and I got the 2-drop ally that, like I said, it can gain you life or draw a card depending on how many allies have entered in that turn, which was really crazy. Let's go ahead, and we do have 2 packs left, which are the 2 exciting things. We got the Commander Staple pack, which, you know, it's kind of like rolling a dice on what randoms you get. I forget which ones are the ones that everyone gets, but I guess we'll just crack it and see how lucky I am. You might, if you've studied the artwork, you might be able to see already what these are. But I just want to say that I don't know how often I'll be able to post like box openings. That's not what this channel is going to be, is like a bunch of box openings. I do plan on doing like some shorts about opening packs and stuff, but I have a really fun idea with that. It's not going to be your standard pack opening shorts. However, yeah, I can't afford to make a pack opening channel out, like spawn it in existence. It has to kind of ramp up, I guess, if you guys like it. So make sure if you do like these box openings or want to see me open any further product, like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is a brand new channel once this video goes live, so I would very, very, very much appreciate it. And you can really help out a small channel. So we got Arcane Signet. I love this because I read the Avatar Kyoshi book, and it kind of really lays out and goes in depth about how they select the avatar. They basically lay out a bunch of toys, and the avatar will be the one that picks these 4 exact toys. So I love that inclusion. We also get the Soul Ring. I'm pretty sure this is another one that everyone gets. I have infinite Soul Rings, so this is now my favorite one that I have. You also get a Swiftfoot Boots. I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd and final guaranteed one. So from here on out, we are kind of just seeing what we get. We're rolling the dice. So Swiftfoot Boots, very cool. Ooh, okay, Mystical Tutor. That's a hit. I'm pretty sure that at least last time I checked, it's like 20-something dollars. Also super sick, very good card. We'll go in. I'll find a commander deck to put this in, but very cool. And Worldly Tutor. Uncle Iroh's my boy. I don't even know what deck I'll put this in, but I am so excited for this card because Uncle Iroh, favorite character. This has him on it. I kind of just want to collect all the Uncle Iroh cards. So we got the 2 tutors, man. I cannot complain. Super happy. Super happy with that, but I think that is a very fun way to do it. Give us the 3 staples and then a chance at some other ones to kind of like let us hit, you know, let us collect, you know. So I think that's a very clever way to kind of do these bundles, personally. Okay, so now we have the collector booster. I just kind of peeked it open. Haven't seen what's in it, but man, super sick art here. That is so cool. I love the 4 bending styles here. I love Aang from the finale. Just super sick card. I wonder if they'll ever come back to this universe and kind of introduce, you know, Korra and her storyline, because I am such a fan of Avatar that I gave Korra a true shot, watched every episode, and man, let me tell you, it's so good too. So I'm trying to be very careful, not trying to nick any corners, just in case. You never know with these cards. I am very poor, so any amount of a collector booster that I can open is, I'm going to kind of like protect it, you know? So we get a foil copy, which, man, these, what are they? These aren't Julie. Oh, man, I can't remember these, but these copies, they're very creepy. Also, we get the soldier, the firebending soldier on the back. Very cool. Was kind of hoping for like an ally. Let me wiggle the mouse. I did Lose signal. Let me just make sure it's still recording. We got the Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. You know, I said I was going to collect all of the Iroh cards. This is one of them. This is his shop. I don't know if he's on the art somewhere. Maybe that's him. Maybe that's him, but that's Zuko in the middle for sure. This spawns allies. It's the ally land, so I've already kind of hinted that I might build an ally deck if I get back into standard. And this card is phenomenal, so very stoked about pulling this. What's next? We get Mayor Tong of Chin Village. This is Drand Magistrate. You know what? I have like Hammer Time. I don't play it anymore in Modern, but one of the cards that I never was able to get because it's just so expensive and I couldn't justify buying it was Drandeth Magistrate. But this is a commander nuisance. People can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands, except for you. You can. But very good card. Don't know what it's worth. Don't care what it's worth, to be quite frank. I'm just glad that I have one now and that it's Avatar themed. So super sick. What's next? Oh my god, I'm sorry for making that noise, but dude, Mei and Zuko. Oh, they didn't work out. But hey, okay, so it's a Grixis creature. It's an ally. It's a human. It's also a noble if you want to build the noble deck, but it's got Firebending 3, a 3/5. That's a pretty good stat line for a 4-drop. Firebending 3, so you get 3 mana every time you attack. You may cast ally spells and artifact spells as though they had flash. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can really afford this mana cost in an ally deck, maybe as a 1-of. Maybe, but by turn, you play this turn 4, by turn 5, you probably don't really care about casting your allies with flash, if I'm being honest. But dude, in a Grixis deck, artifacts, let me tilt this camera in a bit. Artifacts being casted at flash, dude, super sick, but that art is amazing. You also can kind of see little Appa horn in there, so very cool card. Love that. We also got Nyla and Shershu Sleuth, okay? It's a Mole Beast. It's a rare. It's a 5-mana 4/5. When Nyla enters, exile one target creature card from your graveyard. If you do, you lose X life and create X clue tokens, where X is that card's mana cost. At the beginning of your end step, if you control no clues, return target card exiled with Nyla to its owner's hand. Okay, so just a way to crank out some clues. Don't hate it. Ooh, okay. We get a foil Mei. So this is that Mei that we pulled in the first pack. 2/2 first strike for 2. Whenever the player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. So if allies are able to splash black, this card seems like a very good, at least one of. It is legendary, so you got to be careful. But that's a foil one, so love that. Also, we get the island with the shipwreck from the Water Nation, so very cool foil. And then now we move on to, I guess, the less exciting thing, but I am still excited. We got Frantic Confrontation. This is an uncommon, just a pump spell. Pump X into a creature, so kind of cool. We also got a flying 2-drop 1/3, a flying dolphinfish, very cute. We got the Aardvark Sloth, 3/3 lifelinker for 4. Okay, we got the Hermitic Herbalist. I need to practice my reading. It's a mana creature, so mana dork, very cool. Simic 2/3. It's an ally, druid, and human. 3 very good creature types. It also can add a mana of any color, so can very good mana fixing. Add 2 mana in any combination of colors, but that can only be spent to cast lesson spells. So if you put lessons in your deck, maybe you're playing the new Iroh, I think he has something to do with lessons. Very good creature for that. Basically 2 mana for 2 mana of any color, so pretty cool card. We also get Rockalanch, dude. Toph looks sick in this card. I also love this part in the show when they're like going up that awesome like ramp. It looks super sick. So 3 mana. It is a lesson. It's a sorcery though. Earthbend X, where X is the number of force you control. So, and it also has flashback for 6. Very, very good lesson for like a green ramp deck if you can kind of find a reason to use it. Or a green-blue deck. I mean, we just talked about a green-blue mana dork, so very cool. Vengeful Villagers. That's a human citizen. It's a 4 mana 3/3. When it attacks, choose target creature an opponent controls. You tap that creature, then you may sacrifice an artifact or a clue or a creature, so any kind of token or something. If you do, you put a stun counter on that creature. Okay, so when it attacks, you tap something. You can also perma-tap it. Oh man, I was really hoping this was the green-red Iroh. We're running out of chances to pull the green-red Iroh, but it is another foil Earth Rumble Wrestlers. Not mad about that. They do look super sick. We also get the the Rakdos land. What's our final card of this box? We get the Hog Monkey. Okay, I don't even remember what part of the show this is from, if I'm being honest. But all in all, dude, love it. Okay, I love this box. I love the art on the box. Have no idea what the cards are worth, but I'll hopefully have that kind of like semi-total on the screen, at least at the time of recording this, which is right after the pre-release, right before the set comes out. The box alone, super stoked about this box. I mean, I love Appa, love Avatar, love Momo. Super shiny, super pretty. It's also got the Boomerang Squad on the top of the box. So love the box already. Love the spin down. It's kind of like pretty. Doesn't really have much to do with Avatar other than the Avatar logo. Very happy with our pools. I think our two tutors were probably two very, middle of the pack, like alternates that we could have pulled, I guess, from that little pack. So happy with that. Happy with middle of the pack. I'll settle with that. But outside of that, I think our collector booster was fine. I don't really know much about the pricing of the cards that we pulled. However, I know at least Drannith Magistrate's a crazy good card. That foil full art Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop, I'll at least play it, so don't care what it costs. Yeah, just super stoked about the Mei and Zuko. Pulled 2 of the Meis. That card looks crazy. Pulled a couple of my favorite characters that I didn't have, like Appa, Momo. Dude, I just love this card. I love this universe. Love this set is what I meant to say, not this card. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Huge thumbs up and happiness level, if you can't tell. Very happy that I got to open this. Very happy that you guys watched it and allowed me to open this for you guys. But thank you so much for watching. Once again, like the video. You could be the only person to like this video. If that's not enticing enough, just know it'll make me very happy. So like the video, subscribe. You could be the first or 10th subscriber on this channel. Who knows where we go from here, but hopefully very far. I love doing this. I actually feel like I really did like this. I was kind of nervous to try it, but who knows? We can open a lot more stuff. We can make a lot of deck techs on this channel. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys hopefully in the next video. Until then, take care, guys.